Councilman Bartel, Mayor?
Here.
And Mayor. Quorum, Mayor.
In compliance with New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of Public Law 1975, I hereby declare that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided, specifying that this meeting would be held on this date in the municipal building, 55 River Road, Edgewater, New Jersey, at 7 p.m. This notice was sent to the Record and Jersey Journal, posted on the bulletin board, in the lobby of the Borough Hall, and posted on the borough's website. Councilman Dorn, will you lead us in the speech with flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Tonight we have two people down for the conference. We have Jack Warren, the Executive Director of Edgewater Housing. So Jack, if you'd like to lead us off, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, well, I'm here because I understand there's some questions at the last meeting about some of the resolutions that were passed having to do with the Housing Authority and some refinancing of some buildings that are owned by a not-for-profit corporation. Okay, so.
If you'd like to stand up, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're here, Bill Catcher and I are here this evening to answer any questions that anybody might have regarding that. I know it was somewhat complicated. It has to do with getting a lower rate on our mortgage at 27 Dempsey Avenue. And in order to do that and do the bond sales, we want to do in conjunction with that. We brought in Neighborhood Housing, Affordable Housing Friends Inc. as a 5% partner into the restructuring. Bill, you want to add something, you know?
Well, you know, to give everybody a little bit of history, it's a little over 15 years ago that the mayor and council authorized a tax abatement agreement with a for-profit limited partnership, Edgewater Urban Renewal LP, who brought in a large amount of money in order to assist in the development of the 31-unit housing complex, using low-income housing tax credits. The agreement with the LP ended at the end of 15 years in accordance with the terms of the limited partnership agreement. At that point, the mayor and council, when we were here last time, authorized or acknowledged that Lehman Brothers was exiting the partnership. They had received their tax credits, they had received the tax benefits of investing in the partnership. At this point, we're looking to do two things. Number one, to dissolve the for-profit partnership. It is similar to all these other transactions that were done around the state, which is there's no reason anymore to have a for-profit entity as an owner. Edgewater Housing Finance Corporation, which was created about 18 years ago, a 501c3 nonprofit, will be the wholly owned owner of 27 Dempsey. So one of the resolutions we asked you guys to consider was an assignment of the existing 16-year-old tax abatement agreement to Edgewater Housing Finance Corporation. No changes in any terms, exactly the same agreement. The second was to acknowledge that there will be a refinancing of the complex. Not any cash out, no cash out, a pure from a 7% taxable financing, which was a requirement of low-income housing tax credits, to a 4% tax-exempt financing. Take advantage of the ability to borrow at a lower rate, allowing Edgewater Housing Finance Corp. to start to look to develop a schedule of improvements. The building is 16 years old.
So the principle's the same, there's going to be
No
no cash
cash out.
taken out, it's just basically lowering the interest rate down to a lower rate, and then you guys can, all right.
That's exactly it. It's a 30-year term with a 10-year adjustable. That's the best you're going to get out of any bank today. And the result to that is that we're hoping to keep the payments flat so that we may be able to pay off the full amount of the mortgage in 10 years at the lower rate.
What's my second question?
Oh, okay,
I was
great.
going to say, if you had 15 years, most mortgages are 30 years, are you looking at 10 to 15 years to have this paid off then?
Yeah, yeah. It's a 30-year amortization, 30-year mortgage, but 10-year adjustment. And 4%, I can tell you, is a terrific rate.
Bill,
Yeah.
there was a question from the citizen last time about the original construct and the group involved, there was compensation, has that gone away, is that?
The original developer was Edgewater Housing Finance Corp., the 501c3, and Lehman Brothers was brought in as the investor. The monies that were invested in the project were used solely as capital for the construction.
But there was no board members getting stipends or getting paid?
No. Well, number one, that's contrary to 501c3
I thought
regulations.
so, I just wanted to make sure.
And no, and the Edgewater Housing Finance, the Edgewater Housing Authority is the management agent.
Okay.
So I don't know if I clarified what other questions or comments were brought up. So the purpose is, when the dust clears, this for-profit partnership will be dissolved, terminated, and Edgewater Housing Finance Corp., who was the managing GP, will be the whole, the owner of the 31-unit low-income housing, elderly/disabled housing company.
Sounds like a good plan.
It sounds like a real good plan. We understood it clearly the first time, by the way.
And
Appreciate it on the second time.
And it's cookie cutter, because Weehawken just did it on their 15-year deal, West New York's about to do it, Sayreville did it. That's, all these 15-year original tax credit projects are coming to fruition, to maturity now, and that's exactly how it's done.
Thanks, guys.
Now, there's one more, we will be coming back, and I just want to bring up one other thing. The other 26 units, which was known as the Sagonis properties, we're looking to refinance that under the current terms. So,
Is that the two green on Edgewater Place?
It's 75, 79, 85 Edgewater Place,
Different place?
and 377 on the Cliff Avenue. 26 units total, all project-based Section 8 housing.
yeah, and the current mortgage rate on that is at 5%, and again, we've received a commitment of 4% on a refinancing.
Are the closing costs a lot of money on this?
Peanuts, when
It's
relative
worth it.
speaking. You could go to a HUD, to an FHA insured 221D3, D4, you're talking a 1-point commitment fee, you're talking other processing fees, all in so far, between the appraisal and their counsel, $5,000.
Great, all right.
Right, Jack?
Anything else, Bill?
No, thank you. Anybody have any questions?
Thanks, guys.
At the end of the day, Billy, 15 years ago, we had an agreement, and we're executing the agreement, we're done with it, and we have new partners involved.
Yeah, 15 years ago, Nancy Merce said, I don't like the fact that it's a for-profit investor, and we said in 15 years they'll be gone. And they're gone.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks, Chairman.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks.
I'll see you.
Okay, bye, guys.
Anybody have any questions? Thanks, guys.
Thanks all.
I'd ask one question.
Everybody have a good Easter.
Should we wait until open to the public as well?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, you have questions.
Yeah.
Next up, we have commercial
Yeah,
utilities
I know, Bill.
consultants.
Okay.
Too late.
Mr. Fish.
Thank you. My name is John Fish. I work with Commercial Utility Consultants. First of all, Mayor, thank you for allowing me to speak today. I know time's important, and there's a lot of people here, so I'm going to keep it brief. Barbara told me to keep it for, what, less than an hour, right? I tried to have this
No, I can see right through you, don't worry. It's good.
Of course. They just unplugged it.